Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back here to Game 3 of the 2024 Cornwall Rookie Invitational Tournament. My name is Jacob Ewing. As I said, Game 3 of the day, a team we've already seen in the East Nepean Eagles taking on another Cornwall River Rats team. This is a different team than we've seen already. They're rocking the baby blues. I apologize, I do not know the difference between the two. Nonetheless, though, leading things off for the River Rats will be number 20, Dylan. And Dylan now, he's down in the count, winning his third pitch, went swinging on the first two. Lets that one go, doesn't like the look of it. And that will be his fifth and final pitch. Sends off leadoff batter Dylan back to the dugout. So we'll lead off out here. 2 games so far we've had through today. Our first one all the way back in the morning between East Nepean, the team we see here in the white, took on the South Ottawa Blues in a barn burner. 23-22 was the final score of that one. And so that was super high scoring. And then we saw the other Cornwall team take on the Brockville Braves, and that one, totally different script. Low scoring effort, 8-5 the final score going Brockville's way. So we'll see which way this game goes, if it will be defensively or if the bats will be clicking. It's Keegan here at the plate. He'll pop that one up. The catcher trying to get there in time. Won't be able to locate it in the glove. And so this is our third game of the 6 that we have today here in Cornwall, Ontario, of the rookie ball tournament. There's nothing quite like rookie ball. Keegan's going to pop that one up. The catcher's going to try to get there in time as the pitcher and the third baseman were also closing in. It will go into foul territory, and we'll regroup here back at the plate. So Keegan will get his feet back ready. Getting deeper and deeper into this pitch count. I believe approaching 5. He'll fire that one into the shortstop's glove. Great scoop. Throw to first with a lobber in the glove in time as he'll secure it for out number 1, as the ump had to think about that for a minute there. Pardon me, that will be out number 2 as the first batter went down in pitches. So just like that, an opportunity here for the side to retired in order. This is Pearson trying to keep the inning alive. So Pearson fouls off the first pitch. Pulls that one. Tries to make the forehand catch from the shortstop, not able to corral it in. The glove will be a base hit for Pearson. He'll be aboard first base as he keeps the inning alive with a single. Move to cleanup hitter Caleb. So back-to-back outs to open up this game for Cornwall at the bats, but they've done a good job since. Caleb's going to foul that one back. The rain was coming down pretty hard in between games, but it seems to have stopped up now. Another play to the shortstop. This one able to get the scoop and the throw to second in time for out number 3. As that shortstop there of the East Nepean Eagles, I believe that's number 10, Leo, had a lot of work to do, but he made it successful to end the inning. And a player, that's a second baseman there of East Nepean, took a heavy slide there from Pearson, who was going to second base. So hopefully he's okay. He looks good to go as he head back to the dugout. And that will do it for the top of the first. A very good defensive effort there from the Eagles. And well, in the game we saw earlier today from them, they let in 23 runs. So having an inning like that, where they only let in no runs, is quite good. We'll see what Cornwall can do out in the field, though, as they'll take their positions and they'll outburst. As we'll see who's going to lead things off for East Nepean in this game. We'll see if it's going to be a Brady again. Brady did lead things off for East Nepean at the top of the order in our first game we saw them today. So we'll see if he does it again, as the Eagles are 0-1 in the tournament so far. Would love to change things here. And so, making his way to the plate looks to be a lefty. of the Eagles. Just trying to get a number here right now. Looks to be, we'll have to switch things up here in the order. It looks to be number 2, Cameron, in the leadoff spot in this afternoon's contest for East Nepean. We'll see if he can lead things off successfully as he'll make his way to the plate in just a moment's time. As you get the custom walk-up songs that East Nepean has for all of their players, loud and proud. Cameron will lead things off for the Eagles, trying to take themselves a lead here. And so, Cameron will assume his position in the box, and the lefty will lead things off. Gets a lob on the first pitch, not going to take an opportunity on it. Holds off. Contact right at the shortstop and in the glove easily for out number 1, as he didn't even have to take many steps, and an easy catch there for Pearson. So out number 1 as we move on in the order quickly. So we'll have number 9, Tristan, hitting in the second spot just like he did in the first game. Also going to ambush that pitch. Takes a hard bounce at the pitcher. Able to get it eventually. Throw to first. Not there in time. And so we'll see a single for Tristan. He'll be aboard first base now. We'll see as we move on in the order here. We'll have number 8, Emmett now, hitting in the 3 spot. He was a monstrous hitter back in East Nepean's first game in the morning. We'll see if he can try to do something here. He rips that one right to left field over top of the outfielders. Tristan going to go to third as he comes around second. We'll see if he's waved around, and he will be. He'll make his way home. The throw to third and try to get Emmett out in time will not be there in time. It's an RBI triple as Emmett hammers that one into left field. And I said it before his at-bat, Emmett has this crazy amount of power on his swing. He shows it there. So we'll see who's going to hit cleanup. It looks to be number 10, Leo, in the cleanup spot here for East Nepean, with a runner in scoring position. A base it away at third for extending the lead to 2. So Leo will make his way to the box. Gonna get a chopper. Takes a weird bounce past the pitcher. Scoot from the shortstop. Fires it to first in time. Great play there to recover for the infield of the shortstop. I believe that was number 11, Pearson. Able to get it there in time. A very successful catch there as it just took a weird bounce past the pitcher. And so that'll be out number 2, 1 out away for ending the inning here for Cornwall and setting themselves back to the bats in the top of the second. Try to keep things alive, though. Will be number 7, Nathan. So it looks like the batting order seems to be pretty similar to their first game. Just one switch up in the leadoff spot. That's going to get popped up and go right down into no man's land as it gets in between the infield and the outfield for a base hit. So great hit there from Nathan to get underneath of it. And he'll be aboard first now. So a 2-0 early lead here for East Nepean. Trying to continue this momentum. We'll have at the bat next will be number 3, Brady. So Brady moved from hitting leadoff to hitting, I believe, 6th in the order. Brady will just foul that one off the third base line. So he's just going to look to advance Nathan into a scoring position, who is now aboard first base. Pitch 3. We'll get contact on the inside of the bat. A diving play. It did take a skip on it, but he'll make the underhand throw to second for the force out. What a phenomenal outing that was for Pearson at shortstop. He made all the 3 plays by himself, started things off with a catch, and then, well, the play to first, and then that diving had to sprawl out in order to get that one in his glove and just makes the easy play to second. So that will do it for the first inning. The Eagles take a 2-0 lead. Well, we'll see the River Rats back at the bats. Try to get their offense going and get on the board here.
so far. That's been fantastic.
No, when I found out you guys had like a debut tower, I was so excited. Kingston does not get any of those. I wish they did.
Did you get a chance to do any of the national games, or did you
I did, yeah. I did all of them. I did all of the whole tournament. Yeah. I was hired by Home Team just to cover the tournament and did it.
Yeah.
And I just did the commentary for the whole tournament. It was incredible. It was amazing.
Home, in terms of YouTube, I've been doing camera installations here,
Yeah.
so they've been inviting me.
Yeah.
I want to do it, just financially is a great time, but how's the cameras?
They do a sick job. It's amazing.
It
It
is,
really is amazing. It's like exactly like our pitch of the Nepean on the Blue Jays. Really multiple cameras. They switch everything.
So do you control it from here, or do you got some?
Yeah, they have like a whole. They have one guy came in and people from Kingston to help out as well. And there's like the two people, one who control switching to all the cameras, and then another they had like the stats with people on base and like who's at the bat, who's pitching, like the names on the screen. So someone would control that, and someone would say that, and I would just do it from the cameras.
Brady, back up.
Yeah, no, they do an amazing job. So I'll get back to it. So we'll see the River Rats back at the bats here. They try to get something off started. That one's great. Popped up and dropped out of the glove of the second baseman, Julian. He'll take a turn by the time he picks it up. It's a base hit for number 4, Elliott. He'll be aboard first. As Cornwall tries to get their offense going. We'll see number 45, Bronson, look to advance Elliott into a scoring position. So I believe we had a leadoff out as well. So 1 down, 2 to go here. But Bronson trying to string a couple hits together. We'll see what he's able to make happen. Fine contact, pop it up. The catcher tries to get there in time. Just not quick enough reaction. We'll see. That will be pitch number 1. And he'll make contact on that one again, but just pop it up. So he's finding barrel on ball, but just needs to find something square. That will do it. He pulls that one to the third baseman. Great hold there. Throw to second. A bit of a lobber, and it's there in time for out number 2. A sliding effort there from Elliott, just not able to beat the throw. Will be a fielder's choice awarded to Bronson. So runner still at first. We'll have Zach trying to keep this top of the second alive here. Just try to advance the runner. Nepean has done a good job in the field so far. They looked a little shaky. That one's going to get the tip of the bat and be a slow chopper. Not able to pick it up right away as it just gets out of the glove. And so Zach will, well, take a sigh of relief as he's able to get the first safe and sound. It advances Bronson now to second base in a scoring position. We'll see if Cornwall can take advantage of this, as they are a hard hit ball away from getting through their scoreless inning in 2/3 so far. We'll have Alengo who's going to pop that one up. First baseman moving to his left and able to secure the ball for out number 3 to end the top of the second inning. Still a 2-0 Eagles game here, as they'll head back to the bats and look to add a couple insurance runs to the lead. A better inning there for the River Rats, though, in the second than they had in the first. We'll see if they can continue that. Well, they'll take back to the bats in the top of the third. And so you hear the dugout of East Nepean fired up here as they have themselves an early lead. So I did find out the difference between the two Cornwall teams. The Baby Blues are the U8s, and the other team we saw earlier in the Dark Blues are the U7s. So something to keep in mind going through this tournament. It's good to know as they'll all take their positions out in the outfield and the infield before we get resumed here. The rain has seemed to let up, And hopefully that is the end of all the rain we are going to see. None more on the forecast, but you really never know. And so we'll find out who's going to lead things off momentarily for East Nepean. And so, leading things off here in the bottom second will be number 1, Julian. We'll see what Julian's able to make happen here as he'll make his way to the batter's box. We're getting underway here in the bottom of the second inning. The Eagles trying to extend their lead. Second pitch will be fouled back from Julian. So will away pitch number 3. Get a tip on it. We'll foul it back. So now he's up against it and strikes. Here's pitch 4. Needs to try and stay alive. And he will. He'll pop it up. The first baseman moving to their left and makes the catch successful. A great grab there for Eli, who didn't have to do much work at first base. So we'll have Caleb here as we approach the bottom of the order for East Nepean. And you see the outfield really moving back there. It's going to be a ground ball past the shortstop, past the second baseman for a base hit. Great hit there from Caleb. Had enough power on it to really get past the gloves of a couple of infielders. And so we'll see Caleb get aboard first base. We'll see the bottom of the order, Benjamin, take to the plate here, trying to advance the runner to a scoring position. So we'll wait first pitch for Ben. Goes swinging, unable to connect. Doesn't like that one as well, so he'll let it go. He'll step into that one, make connection. Slow little roller past the mound. Underhand from Pearson at the shortstop position. Not able to beat the pace of Caleb. He'll be safe and sound at second in advance. Gets himself into a scoring position. We'll go back to the top of the order with Cameron, who's looking to continue things here. An opportunity with it, gets himself a single to load the bases up if he can find it. We'll see if he can make it happen. First pitch, connection, diving effort, unable to scoop that ball up. Pearson will recover, throw it to second. It's a bouncer in the dirt, gets over to center field. A run will come around as he's waved around from third. Caleb will score. It's an RBI single for Cameron. And the Eagles extend their lead. It's now 3-0. And so we'll move on in the order. Tristan, first pitch swinging. Great backhand there. Throw to second as he thought about that he hadn't made the force play to third, but a great heads-up play there from the third baseman. I believe that's Elliott to get the throw to second in time for the out. Emmett showed his firepower in his first at-bat. We'll see if he can do it again once more. Hear the coach of the River Rats saying, good hitter, be ready. First pitch. He'll pop that one up. Looks to get to the outfield. Right fielder moving in and able to get it in the glove. A great hold there for out number 3 to end the inning. A run will score, but that's all the Eagles can get. It's a 3-0 ball game heading to the top of the third. with another opportunity for the River Rats to get on the board. We'll see if they're able to make it happen. And so, the Eagles a much better defensive game so far than they had in their first. Looking to continue it here as we'll see the River Rats take back to the Bats, who are still trying to get on the board here, and they have a good opportunity to do so as we're just approaching almost halfway through this game. We'll have this one and 3 more games after it left for today, and then 4 games tomorrow here on the Cornwall Minor District YouTube channel. So subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the 2024 Rookie Invitational Tournament here in Cornwall. So we'll find out who's going to lead things off just momentarily for the River Rats here in the top of the third. So leading things off will be Tate. We'll see what we can do here. As the Cornwall River Rats still unable to find a run through the first 2 innings. But an opportunity to do so here. Connection. Past the third baseman. Unable to scoop it at the shortstop position. It'll be a leadoff single for the River Rats. That's a good start to the inning. They'll have a runner aboard first now and look to advance him into a scoring position here. So we'll have Connor as we approach the bottom of the order here for Cornwall. Connor the lefty would love to advance Tate into a scoring position. He'll make slight little connection, easy scoop from the third baseman, throw to second, just off the mark. Unable to find it, gives opportunity here for Tate to turn to go to third. We'll put runners in the corners. Now he's actually going to turn to go home. They are not able to throw it to the infield fast enough, and Tate takes advantage of it. The River Rats get on the board. It's 3-1 as they cut the lead now only down to 2. As Connor will pick himself up an RBI. Pardon me, looks to be Tate was reeled right back in over to third base. So he will put runners in the corners. It is a single away from getting them on the board, as he did go home, but Hum said, you got to go right back to where you were. We reached the bottom of the order here for Cornwall. Down's a slow chopper. Unable to get it from the pitcher, and by the time he gets it in his bare hand, it's just a little bit too late. That one will do it. We'll see an RBI single for Rogan. So we'll go back to the top of the order with Dylan. Tying run, now aboard first base. We'll see if he's able to cash it in. He'll go swinging and foul that one back. Well, away pitch 3. And I'll foul that one back as well. So now he's got to protect anything that could potentially strike him out. As we're going to await pitch number 4. But if he's swings and isn't able to connect, would be the first out of the inning. Lets it go. Pitch 5. And a huge one for Dylan. He's trying to stay alive and make something happen here. And a pull that one is going to just get outside the third base line for a foul ball. So he'll stay in it here, and we'll have pitch 5 once more. focus back up. We'll have pitch 5 once more. And he'll let it go. And that will be pitch number 5. As that pitch was just a little bit too high, and Dylan didn't like it, but I think he forgot the fact that, nonetheless, even if he doesn't swing, we'll do it for the out. So Keegan will try to make something happen after Dylan was not able to make contact after pitch 1. Still runners at second and first. Keegan will smash that one right out to center field. A great scoop there on the underhand. We'll get it back to the infield quickly. Runner's going to turn third and go home, but we'll see if he's going to be reeled right back to third, and he will be. It'll be a hard hit single from Keegan to load the bases up. And just like that, it brings up Pearson. Pearson has been phenomenal in the field so far. An opportunity to make something happen on the offensive side. So he's unable to connect. Pearson hitting in the 3 spot and has an opportunity to do some damage. Tying run out in a scoring position, gets someone on the end of the bat, hits it right to right field, and a diving effort in the glove of the right fielder. And they'll get the out at second as well for the double play to end the inning. Runner did not tag up at second base, and that will do it. A huge play and a huge catch there from the superstar out in right field of a sliding effort. I believe that was Cameron who made that catch. Just phenomenal, sprawled out in order to get there in time, and that will do it as the bases are left stranded in the top of the third. And so still a 3-1 game as the River Rats are able to get on the board, but 1 is all they can get. We'll have the Eagles back at the bats as they try to extend their lead in the bottom of the third in just moments' time. And so we'll find out who's going to lead things off just momentarily here. For the Eagles, they have themselves a 2-run lead in a game that's been, well, low scoring so far as we reach the halfway point. Looks to be leading things off. We'll have number 10, Leo, for East Nepean. So it'll be Leo, followed by Nathan, and rounding out the confirmed third, we'll have Brady. And so we'll see if Leo, who is hitting cleanup this afternoon, can make something happen successfully. Make contact in the first 2 pitches, but spin them both back. So, all the way pitch number 3 here, as Leo's been able to connect, just nothing in fair territory. And he'll just let it go. Didn't like it. Doesn't need to swing. If he does swing and miss, that would strike him out as well. Makes connection. That one, a slow roller, scoot from the second baseman, throw to first with enough heat on it to beat him there in time. So a leadoff ground ball to get the first out in the inning. So we'll move on into the order. We'll have number 7, Nathan here at the plate. Trying to get something started here in the inning for East Nepean. First pitch, we'll try to get underneath of it, but we'll just foul it back. He'll pull this one on the other side this time for ball number 2. So now he's got to be careful here. If he's unable to find anything, if he's unable to make connection with a swing, I would strike him out and be 2 back-to-back outs here. Not what East Nepean wants. He'll hit that one low in the zone, takes a hard bounce past the pitcher, and will get through the glove of Pearson at shortstop for a base hit for Nathan. So he starts the offense off here in the bottom of the third for East Nepean with a base hit. We'll move on to the order. We'll see Brady here for the Eagles, trying to advance the runner into a scoring position. He'll just let that one go by. Just didn't like it. Hooking underneath of it, pop it up, moving his way in. Pearson with a successful catch. The big leadoff there at first, but he'll airmail it over top of the first baseman. An opportunity here. Nathan's going to extend to second and be safe and sound, as a throw was just off the money from the shortstop to first. And so Nathan will advance himself into a scoring position, but out number 2 off the pop fly to the shortstop, Pearson. We'll see Julian trying to keep this inning alive here for East Nepean. We'll see if he's able to find connection. Only one more out needed for the River Rats. He's 0-2 down. He'll pop it up. And we'll get into foul territory, and nobody will be able to get there in time. And so he'll head right back to the plate here, and Julian will be up against it. We'll have pitch number 4, but 2 strikes against him. He's got to be careful. Julian trying to keep the inning alive. 2 outs already. And he will. He'll put that one over top of the infield. Just gets into no man's land. Runner waved around third. He will get the green light to go, and by the time the throw is there, it's a little bit too late. Julian going to extend to second. The catcher just a little bit too late to realize he'll extend it to second base, and a run will score. Julian will pick himself up an RBI. So 4-1 now the difference. As East Nepean able to make something happen. We'll have number 11, Caleb, for the Eagles. Runner at second in scoring position. Will go swinging on that first pitch. Unable to connect. And he will find contact, so he will stay alive, but just got to be careful here. He's definitely up against it in his strikes. Stay alive. That's something I think we've seen in these last few Nepean batters. They've been able to stay alive, but just like that, on the 0-2 count, we'll go swing and miss for Caleb, and that will do it for the third inning. The Eagles cash in another run. They extend the lead now to 3. It's a 4-1 ball game as we head to the top of the fourth, exactly halfway through this game. The River Rats will take back to the bats, down by 3 now, as they were moments ago, and we'll see if, well, they're able to get something going here. We'd love to string a couple of runs together and get some offense going, but I got up against a very strong Eagles team in the field. And so we'll find out who's going to lead things off just momentarily here for the River Rats. It looks to be number 99, Caleb, who it's cleanup will lead things off, followed by Eli, and our confirmed third will be Elliott here in the top of the fourth inning. So the River Rats down by 3. Found a run in the last inning, but you hear the dugout of the River Rats getting loud for their teammate. Caleb wanting to lead things off successfully. It would be huge if you could find the ball with power. Pitch 2. Heavy swing. Very heavy swing. Unable to connect, though. The 1-1. Get underneath of it. It's a slow hopper. Scoot from the shortstop. Throw to first on the money. Out number 1 with a leadoff ground ball and a great play there from Emmett at shortstop. And so we'll move on to the order. We'll see Eli trying to get on board now. He gets something going for Cornwall. All the way, pitch 1. Unable to connect, he'll take a strike. Another powerful swing there from Eli, making all of his swings with lots of power behind it, but just not able to find the ball. He'll take a ball on that one. Hit a couple balls to spare. Lloyd, pitch number 4. And he won't be able to find the ball. Strike number 3 against Eli will be the second out in a row here. And an opportunity to retire the side 3 up, 3 down in order for the Eagles if they're able to find one more in a row. It will be Elliott trying to keep the inning alive. We'll away pitch 1. We'll take it inside for a ball. And he chopped that one, and I think I ended up getting him in the back eventually. So he's 1-1. He splits the first 2 pitches. Took a strike on the last one. Chopper, grounder, takes a hard hop. Easy to corral, though, from Emmett, and a great scooping catch from the first baseman to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down as the Eagles continue their dominance from the field. And they are fired up after that one. That's a great play there from 6 to 3. And Emmett makes back-to-back plays himself to end the top of the 4th inning. Still a 4-1 game with East Nepean taking back to the mats and trying to add to their tally. It's only 3 right now. It's not too comfortable. And with, well, the River Rats will have 2 more opportunities on the offensive. They want to get as big as the lead they can before the River Rats really try to make their push back into this game. And so we'll find out who's going to lead things off for East Nepean in just a moment's time. But a much different game than we saw to their first one. They lost that one by 1 run to South Ottawa this morning. 23-22 was the score. Well, East Nepean, you know, they're 18 runs the difference between how many they scored that first game and this one right here. So And we saw mercy rule after mercy rule after mercy rule in that game, going inning for inning, both those teams. So we'll find out who's going to lead things off. For East Nepean will be at the bottom of the order, number 6, Ben. We'll see what Ben's able to make happen here as he tries to lead things off successfully. And so we'll await pitch number 1 as we're underway here in the bottom 4th. Ben will foul first pitch off. Connection in the glove off the forehand to the second baseman. Fires it to first in time for out number 1. So just a ground ball. And an easy play there. I believe that is Bronson over there at second base. Oh, pardon me, that's a Longo. Easy play there for Olongo. So we'll go back to the top of the order. And we'll have Cameron trying to get things started for the Eagles. Well, slice that one right to the third baseman. The throw from 5 to 3 will be over top of the first baseman. Cameron will seize his opportunity and go to second. That one also going to be thrown over top of the second baseman, but 3 infielders making sure that they are backing up their second baseman. And that was Pearson able to block the throw from getting anywhere farther behind the infield. So Cameron will be able to advance himself into a scoring position. We'll have Tristan, who is second in the order with his, I believe, second or third at-bat in this game. I believe I want to say third. We'll foul that one off as it ended up bouncing back and getting him, I believe, near the helmet level. And so let's assume his position back at the plate here. We got a couple of tournaments going on, I believe, today. We have one with some older kids across, and it looks to be the same age group going on over there. And out as not able to beat the throw there. A routine play for Olongo at second base as they just throw it over to first in time. And so we'll have Emmett as runner was able to advance to third now off of a bit of a sacrifice play there from Tristan. And so 2 outs and an opportunity. I'll either end the inning or cash another run right into the glove of the pitcher for out number 3. As Emmett just hammers it in a great fast reaction time there. I believe that was number 20 potentially for Dylan. Great catch there. That was Dylan to make the catch to end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 5. The final 2 innings of work for both these teams with the River Rats back at the bats. They're down by 3 runs and would love to cash in on something here. And so we'll see who's going to lead things off for the River Rats. I believe it's going to be Bronson in the leadoff spot, followed by Zach. And rounding out the confirmed third will be Olongo for the top of the 5th. The River Rats would want to do some damage now. Don't want to leave all their runs for the final inning in the top of the 6th. Would love to get at least something here. 1 run would do it. Cut the lead in half to 4-2. And so I'll do a quick recap of today. Earlier morning, we had East Nepean. They lost 23-22 against South Ottawa. And then our game recently, which started at 10 o'clock, was between the Brockville Braves and the other Cornwall River Rats team, which I just learned is the U7 team. This is the U8 team we have on this game right here. And the U7 team lost 8-5 against the Braves. I'm sure we'll see both those teams later today and potentially even both these teams again, as we've already seen East Nepean once. So we'll get the inning started here as Bronson will pull down one into foul territory. He'll just spin that one back on pitch number 2. So he'll assume his position back at the plate. He'll make a chopper, riding up the third base line. Ooh, it takes a weird bit of a bounce. The third baseman able to recover, but they won't decide to throw it to first. They'll just eat it, and it'll be a single, a leadoff single at that for Bronson. So we'll have number 7, Zach, here at the plate. Zach trying to advance Bronson into a scoring position. First pitch against Zach. Able to pop it up right down into no man's land as it'll go right up the alley. Splits the center fielder and the left fielder. Bronson will go to third. The throw, not on the mark, and he'll be waved home. They won't decide to test him, though. They'll throw it across from one corner to the next. And just like that, Zach will get all the way to third and get himself an RBI. That's a huge hit there for the River Rats. Exactly what they need. It's now a 4-2 game. And a base hit away from cashing in another run and making a 1-run ball game. Alongo gonna hook that one right into left field and get an RBI. Stringing a couple hits together, the River Rats are. Exactly what they needed. We have ourselves a 1-run ball game as it's an RBI single for Alongo. Can they keep this momentum going? Tate here at the plate. The righty would love to advance Alongo into a scoring position. Pitch 1. We'll let it go. We'll let it go once more, so it doesn't like the first 2 pitches. Tate unable to get it in the glove of the third baseman, as it was right there, but they tried to make the underhand catch there at third. That was number 3, Brady, just unable. That glove just a little bit too low in the location, and unordered to secure it. And the glove will be a base hit for Tate. Advances Alongo into a scoring position. So Connor trying to continue this momentum the Cornwall River Rats are building here. A huge inning from the team in baby blue. Swing and a miss. We'll take strike 1. Light little swing. That one has a bit of heat on it. A play that will tag the second bag for the force out at second. So we'll see a fielder's choice given to Connor. We'll put runners in the corners as Alongo is advanced to third. But on a swing that didn't look like it had much power on it, that ball definitely had some pace as it ripped right up the second base line, but just unable to get past the infield. So we'll see Rogan to round out the order. Rogan gonna fire that one right up the second base line. Another sliding play almost identical to the out we saw moments ago. And that's Emmett, the shortstop, able to do it once more for out number 2. So on back-to-back, almost identical plays from Connor and Rogan. If we go back to the top of the order, it's gonna be Dylan. Dylan trying to keep the inning alive. Connection, rides right up the third base line for a base hit. We'll see if he decides to go 2, and he will. The ball thrown back to the infield. And it's a double for Dylan. So I forgot to mention that the fielder's choice we just had moments ago at the play at for the bottom of the order. That was Rogan, able to cash in a run and tie up this game at 4 apiece. So it's 4-4 now. An opportunity for the River Rats to take the first lead of the ball game for themselves. As at the plate, we have Keegan. 2 runners in scoring positions. And I believe that will do it. A strikeout for Keegan will do it for the top of the 5th inning. I believe we have a tied ball game, all tied up at 4 apiece, heading to the bottom of the 5th. An opportunity, though, for the Eagles to take back the lead they once had. As they'll head to the offensive side. And so number 9 of the Eagles, seeing that's Trishan going to carry it off the field there. Not in a medical way, though, in a fun way, so good to see. And so we have an inning and a half left of Game 3 of the 2024 Cornwall Rookie Invitational Tournament, and these two teams battling out, tied up at 4 apiece through 4.5 innings. So the sun starting to come out here in Cornwall, which is very nice to see. The forecast isn't calling for rain for the rest of the day. Hopefully it stays that way. Fingers crossed. As well, it wasn't calling for rain this morning, but we definitely got some on multiple times, actually. It was kind of on and off for a while. But everything seems to be good now. We'll find out who's going to lead things off for the Eagles just in moments' time. It's a 4-4 ball game. And so we'll see Leo, who hits cleanup in the order, lead things off here in the bottom 5. We'll see if he's able to do so successfully. It'll be Leo, followed by Nathan, and then I believe Brady rounding out the confirmed 3rd. Leo goes first pitch swinging. Diving effort from the pitcher. Scoot from the shortstop. Fires it to first, a little high, but he's able to cradle it in the glove for out number 1. A great play there as Leo tried to ambush that first pitch. Just not able to get it through the infield. We'll have Nathan here at the plate for the Eagles, trying to get something started after out number 1. We'll just foul tip that one back, so he'll split the first 2 pitches 1-1. Just lets that one go as it was off the plate. That's pitch number 4. Didn't like it. Now he's up against it. His 5th pitch needs to make connection on this next one if he wants to stay alive here. Coach going to try to put it down the middle for Nathan. Inside, he'll still swinging on it though and hook it way into foul territory. So he'll stay alive. We'll have pitch number 5 once more. And he will get a tip on it. So he'll stay alive again. Trying to win this battle against his own coach. And that one will ride right up the 3rd baseline. Great battle there from Nathan. He'll win it, and it'll be a single as he'll take first base. Huge hit there from Nathan. Way to stay alive. Battle anything off, even if it was inside, outside. That 5th pitch is so crucial because even if you don't swing, it doesn't matter. You're still out, so great battle as he fouls it off and able to get aboard first. We'll see Brady following him up. We'll just foul that first pitch off. Brady in the glove of the shortstop, realizing that a bit of a lead off there for the runner at first. He'll get back in time safe and sound, but a huge catch there. Fast reactions from the shortstop. I believe that was number 98 or 99. It was either Caleb or Tate. Not sure. I can't get a number on that. I believe that was number 99. Caleb with the successful catch in the fast reactions. I believe that's out number 2 for the Eagles. At the plate now, we'll see Julian. He's going to slowly chop that one. It's a slow one. Scooped at the mound, but by the time he's able to pick it up, it's a bit too late. It's a single for Julian. Will advance runner into scoring position now at second. And so any bag needed to end the inning with runners on first and second. We'll see Caleb at the plate trying to keep the inning alive. Slow ball, scoop from the pitcher. Not able to make a decision quickly, but he will get it there in time eventually for out number 3. So that will do it for the inning. We end the bottom of the 5th. Still the way we came into it. I have a 5-5 ball game if my score is correct. I believe it is. So a huge final inning coming up here for both these teams, especially with this game being so close. East Nepean trying to get in the win column here as they're still winless after their first game. I'm not sure about the River Rats team, the U8 team that is. If they have played a game so far, I know there is. I believe there's another field being used for all these games today. So obviously this is the only one where we have coverage on the live stream. So we'll see the River Rats take back to the bats here for their potential last opportunity to get their offense going. Would love to find something here. As leading things off, we'll have number 11, Pearson, followed by Caleb, and rounding out the confirmed third, we'll have Eli. 3 crucial batters for the River Rats. Would love to get something going. So coaches there of the River Rats having a long discussion near the mound of how to go about this. I'd love to find at least one run. I have a tie ball game as the score. An equal chance for both these teams to make something happen, but it will be Cornwall with their first opportunity at the bats in the top of the inning. We'll see if Pearson can lead things off successfully. It will be pitch number 1. He'll go swinging, pops it up right to center field, and over top of Julian all the way out there. Pearson going around first and go to second. The throw, turns around, and he's tagged. He's in the middle of the 2 bases. A great stop there from Pearson in a pickle. Throw back to second. Not there in time. Great play and base running from Pearson. As he's fired up, he's aboard second base. And what a situation we just had. Caught him between first and second. It looked like for a moment there the tag was going to be applied because he was so close to second base. But just able to turn back, to throw to first, and then turn back and go to second and start things off with a runner in scoring position for the River Rats. Huge start here as Cornwall tries to take the lead. We'll have Caleb here, who hits cleanup in the order here at the plate. Would love to cash in the run. Now it's second. Here go the first 2 pitches swinging and needs to find connection on this next one. And he will. Slow little chopper. Past the infield. A diving effort there from Emmett. Not able to secure that one and block it. Runner's going to round third. And the River Rats cash in an early run. They make their tally 5 and potentially take a lead here in this game. A huge one as both these teams are battling right down to the final pitch. Runner now aboard first. Eli goes swinging, pops it up right to center. Julian moving to his right. It's going to go split right in between the center and left fielder. Runner's going to round third. Eli's going to go trying to go to second. The infielder has it in his glove and not able to find the tag. It's a hard hit double for Eli. Caleb now aboard third base. 2 runners in scoring positions here for the River Rats. They have got their offense going successfully. An opportunity to add some insurance runs to their lead now. We'll have Elliott here at the plate. So time is called. This looks to be the second baseman's shoe needs to be tied, so teammate will tie it up for him before we get resumed. Elliott trying to cash in on a couple runs and add to this lead. We'll let the first pitch go. Swing low in the zone. He'll take a strike. We'll let that one go inside. Down to his 4th pitch here. Connection right up the middle in the glove of the pitcher. And the throw to second as he'll get back in time as he got off the bag a little bit. A great catch there and fast reaction time from Caleb at the mound for out number 1. We'll send Elliott back to the dugout. Well, Bronson, he'll have himself an opportunity to cash in a couple runs. It's huge that the River Rats didn't take too big of leadoffs there, as it could have been huge if the Eagles were able to get an extra out there and make it a double play. But they'll only get one. Bronson goes swinging on that first pitch. That one as well, fouls it back. 2 strikes against him. And that will be a foul ball. His 4th pitch. We'll pull it, hook it, rides up the third baseline, and we'll get out for a foul ball. So close there. If that ball was just a few inches to the right, would have been dangerous. And cashed in some runs for sure for Cornwall. Anyways, they'll be reeled back into the plate. We'll have pitch number 5. Bronson needs to stay alive. And it'll be very lightly tipped to some open grass. To throw to first there in time will beat Bronson to first for out number 2, but a bit of a sacrifice play there as Caleb came around and will extend the lead for the River Rats. So only 1 out is needed. Trying to keep things alive is Zach. He'll foul the first one back. And now he's strike 2 down. If he's unable to make connection, this would end the inning. Needs to stay alive. He'll pop it up. It looks like it's just going to stay in playable territory, but it will have enough spin on it to spin out of the foul lines. So Zach will resume back at the plate. Waiting his 4th pitch. Pops that one up into no man's land. It gets down, and a run will come around and score. It's an RBI single for Zach. And a huge way to keep this inning going for the River Rats, who have fought back here in the top of the 6th. I believe they are close to actually hitting their run limit here, potentially. Alongo. Will just get outside the third base line. So Alongo will take back to the plate here. And they'll take strike one. But 2 outs here. And a huge inning so far from the River Rats, finding 3 runs. And trying to make them more with Zach over at first. We'll have pitch number 3. Alongo will chase it and foul it off again for strike 2. Alongo needs to stay alive. And they'll foul it off, so they'll stay in it. Good foul, though, from Alongo. Just battling every single pitch. Pulls that one to the third base, makes a weird bounce, and gets all the way out to left field. What a weird bounce that took off the dirt. Was just a skipper, and then took a huge hop almost over top of the third baseman. Alongo will advance Zach into a scoring position, and will be aboard first. And so we'll have Tate here. An opportunity to load the bases up if Tate can find a single. We'll wait for pitch number 1. Let's it go. Tate, contact right into the shortstop's glove for out number 3 as Emmett's able to make the catch. So that will do it for the top of the 6th. A huge inning for Cornwall, adding 3 runs to their tally, and I have a 7-4 game after the top of the 6th. I say I have a 7-4 game because I might have missed a run. I'm not completely sure, but I believe it is 7-4. And so we'll have the bottom of the 6th inning. The Eagles need to find 3 runs, or else they will face defeat once more time. They had the lead for majority of this game until recently when the River Rats were able to find their bats. Down to their final 3 outs here from the team from East Nepean. We'll find out who's going to lead things off just momentarily here for the Eagles. As we'll have our next game here at 2 o'clock. As we'll be, well, that'll be hit the halfway point here in day number 1 of the 2024 Cornwall Invitational Rookie Tournament. As we'll have 6 games today, 4 tomorrow. You definitely will not want to miss it. So balls are called in. As we are moments away, leading things off, I believe will be the bottom of the order, Ben. It will be Ben, followed by Cameron. Tristan will round out the confirmed third. Ben trying to start this inning off successfully. His team down by 3, and they're in their final 3 outs here. They're trying to stay in live. Connection. Slow chopper right to the shortstop, unable to secure it in the glove as it takes a weird hop out of it, and it'll be a leadoff single for Ben. A great way to start off this inning for the Eagles. We'll see if they can continue this here. We'll have Cameron as we go back to the top of the order here for the Eagles. That one was lobbed from his coach very high. He took a swing at it. Will foul it off. Didn't like that one. Lets it go. A roller. Takes a weird hop as it gets past the mound. The pitcher unable to secure it in his bare hand as it took a weird hop as it was Dylan there covering behind the plate, but behind the mound, but just wasn't able to really get that ball to calm down after it took a weird skip. It's another single here for Cameron. And we'll have Tristan now. Can he keep this string of hits going? Doesn't like the first pitch. This is huge for the Eagles. They're down by 3. Tying run now at home plate. Doesn't like pitch number 2 either. He'll pull that one right to the shortstop. In the glove successfully. The underhand throw to the third baseman and the tag. And a huge out there for the River Rats as they get the fielder's choice in the out at third. Huge. A great play. A heads-up play there from Caleb at shortstop who got the underhand catch and then realized, I don't have enough pace on me to go tag the runner going to third, and he did the underhand throw to the third baseman. The tag was applied in time. So out number 1 with Emmett, who is a monstrous hitter. A ground ball. Scoop from the shortstop successfully. The play to third will get the force out. Is a little bit of a misunderstanding there, it looked to be from the runner over at second. Thought he could just stay at second base, but there was a runner at first, so the force out here at third for out number 2. Down to their final life, we'll have cleanup hitter Leo trying to keep things alive for East Nepean. If Cornwall is able to find one more out, it would be a win. Victorious. Pop up. Will get down in between the shortstop and the second baseman. Unable to cradle it. Throw to first a little too late. Bases loaded here. I believe if everybody will stay safe and sound for the Eagles. Exactly what they needed. And a huge at-bat here for Nathan. Takes to the plate with the bases loaded. 2 outs in the final inning. His team down by 3, tying run now aboard. Ground ball. Scoot from the shortstop. Takes a look around. Fires it to second in time. That's the ball game. And the Cornwall River Rats will win it. Phenomenal ball game by both these teams. But East Nepean still winless through 2 games as they fall 7-4 against the Cornwall River Rats U8 team. And so we'll see the handshake line followed by MVPs for both the teams. What a phenomenal ball game. And they've had 3 fantastic games so far today, and we'll have 3 more as the party just keeps going here in Cornwall, Ontario. So the handshake line's all around, and then we'll have MVPs. And then we'll get prepared here for our next game. Remember, subscribe and hit that notification bell on the Cornwall District Minor Baseball channel because, well, this is where all your action is of, well, this tournament, the 2024 Cornwall Rookie Ball Invitational. We also did provincials in the junior division earlier this month. So a bunch of Cornwall baseball is streamed all here. And if you don't want to miss any of the action, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Your MVP of Team River Rats, the Cornwall team, will be Caleb, number 99. And it will be number 8, Emmett. Definitely well-deserved. This kid he stands out. He's a powerhouse in the infield, at shortstop, and at the bats. That will do it. The U8 River Rats team win it 7-4 over the East Nepean Eagles. I'm not sure if that was the first game for the River Rats, but that was the second game of East Nepean, and they are now 0-2, still not in the win column. And so that will do it. We'll see you back here at 2 o'clock for game number 4 of the day. Remember, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more games. I've been Jacob Ewing. One more time, Cornwall River Rats U18 win it 7-4 over the East Nepean Eagles. Thank you for watching.